Hello, everybody. This is Patrick, Genius Grandpa. We have with us tonight Faith Barnard and obviously Crazy AI James over here. Unfortunately, tonight, well, maybe fortunately, we don't know. Dottie is not with us. She's traveling, as she mentioned last week, the 40th reunion of University of Kentucky women's basketball. So she's down there in the frigid weather, very, very sub-frigid, zero weather for her. She's sniffling and sneezing and, all kinds of crazy things tonight when I talk to her. So, just everybody wish her well, and she gets back quickly. In the meantime, we have with us Faith Barnard, who is very, very proficient and excited about what we're doing. So, Faith, I'm just going to kind of turn this over to you. As you know, we like to be told what to do. So, go for it.
I'll do what women do well, tell guys what to do. We're multitaskers, and men tend to be more, one thing at a time. Anyway, you are truly, Patrick, Genius Grandpa. I have so much admiration and respect for you, and I mean that sincerely. I'm super impressed with you as a person and also your background and knowledge. And James, we just recently met over the last few weeks. I've been reviewing your information, and you're really the mystery man, the mad scientist, artificial intelligence guy. And I have to say, as soon as I heard artificial intelligence equated with traffic, I went, whoa, I've got to know more about this. And I don't proclaim to be an internet marketing guru by any means, but I am pretty smart, and I figure out what's important in terms of what's going to give me value and other people value in terms of promoting their businesses. So you've got this whole artificial intelligence thing going on. I understand that you swim with the sharks, and I understand that you might be winning some races by swimming away from the sharks. So I just want to welcome you on this hangout. I know this is something that you don't do a lot of as far as hangouts are concerned, but you sure are a smart guy when it comes to traffic. What I would love to know from you, James, what was your defining moment? Tell us a little bit about your story so that people understand sort of how this all came together and what led you to discover this whole artificial intelligence traffic that makes for relevant traffic. Tell us more about that.
I was hired as the CEO for a construction company right after the real estate bubble burst, and at that moment I thought that was a mistake for me to take that position because I didn't actually think what I was doing. I was leaving real estate because it wasn't fun anymore. We were making millions of dollars a month in commissions, but after the bubble burst, it wasn't fun. The millions were not there, so I accepted a position as the CEO for a construction company. And I say that was a mistake because I didn't consider that the real estate bubble burst was bringing with it the construction industry. And about 3 weeks in the position, we start talking about a bankruptcy. So it was either I saved the company somehow. We didn't have too many resources for that company. So, or I become unemployed. The second option was not something I would like. So due to my expertise during my time with IBM, artificial intelligence, I decided...
IBM?
Yeah, I was going to say IBM, impressive.
What did you do at IBM?
Pretty much everything. I started right out of college working with them, and I moved my way up from programming to system analyst, especially with the creation of artificial solutions for problems, not only for the clients, but also for our company, for IBM itself. So I always excel in finding solutions, identify problems, and solve them. And I had the opportunity to travel in all the countries in the region, either learning or teaching something in the technical department. And as a result, due to the size of IBM Peru, also this was in South America, I was involved with every aspect of it because it was a one-man department. And it was interesting to see that when I traveled to a bigger organization in some of the other countries in the region, they will be surprised that I could handle pretty much every aspect of the technology when the teams will know, each one of the persons will know some sections because there were teams handling the same division when I was all by myself in Peru. So that gave me an interesting global point of view of the entire technology, and I was very familiar with every aspect of it. And so in being the CEO of this construction company, I put together artificial intelligence with internet marketing after I discovered that SEO was not the solution for the company, because right before going for SEO, because myself, I was convinced that that was the solution due to the limited resources that we had at that time. Right before signing with some of those contractors, SEO contractors, I did my homework and I examined the top 100 winners over the internet. Google is number 1, Facebook is number 2, YouTube is number 3, all the way to 100. And at that time, I discovered that more than half of them didn't even have SEO. And the other half, if they did have some, it was very basic, nothing of all these wonders that people will tell me about. Well, SEO people will tell me about wonders about SEO. So I then discovered that the solution for that was an SEO. I'm not saying that SEO is bad, it is good, but it's not what gives you traffic.
So you discovered the missing link, and a lot of people think it's SEO, but you found out there was something else at work. So you're going to talk a little bit more about that artificial intelligence then.
Well, that is not what I discovered. What I discovered is the fact that it looked like these 100 top websites, the only thing in common with all of them was the traffic itself. So why does that traffic happen? And my conclusion was confusing, to say the least, because if they have only that in common, I started believing that traffic is like money. You need money to make money, so you need traffic to make traffic. And in that analysis, I actually discovered that Wikipedia was the website that appears more often on the page results than any of those 100 pages, including Google and YouTube and Facebook itself. Wikipedia appears more often than any one of them, and Wikipedia is not number 1, wasn't number 1 at that time. I believe at that time it was somewhere in 14, 15 position out of the top 100. So to accelerate my decision, because we were in a hurry, bankruptcy was on the horizon, so I started analyzing heavily why Wikipedia appears so often, and the solution, everybody knows about that, is that they have millions of writers, thousands of editors, and thousands of administrators, and they all work for free for Wikipedia because it's a non-profit organization.
So really, we're talking about Wikipedia of traffic Wikipedia. So it was all this content that was flowing into Wikipedia that was causing it to be the highest rated website in the world, and so that led you to some conclusions, obviously.
Yes, and the reason because Wikipedia appears so often is because there is tremendous amount of content in the servers for Wikipedia. In fact, Patrick and I checked last time how many listings are in Google for Wikipedia, and although the numbers vary because it depends on how many databases are connected to the server that you are accessing at that time, Patrick found 2.5 billion pages for Wikipedia in Google alone. Never mind the other thousands of search engines. Only Wikipedia had that huge number. Of course, it's going to appear quite often in the page results. So I didn't have the resources either to hire millions of writers, not even a couple of dozens of them. So I decided to apply artificial intelligence then and produce a simulation of Wikipedia. Computers are extremely efficient.
May I stop you for just a second here, James, and just emphasize that again? You created a simulation of Wikipedia. That's brilliant. So can you talk a little bit more about that simulation piece?
Computers are extremely good to produce simulations. You know, you can simulate a storm. You can simulate flying an airplane, driving a car. Pretty much anything can be simulated in a computer. So with the use of artificial intelligence, I could simulate what happens in Wikipedia. And of course, because I don't want to have the infinite traffic that Wikipedia gets about everything, my simulation went strictly to the business that I wanted to promote. In this case, it was a construction business. And that is what I did. I simulated a Wikipedia that will talk about our business. And the results were extremely encouraging. First beta testing, we landed a few deals, but because it's construction, there were a few $1 million. And as a result, we could now, with that income, renegotiate our debt. Bankruptcy was off the table. And mainly, I had a reason to keep on improving the technology. And 3.5 years later, that company was a model of success. So much that the mayors of the 2 most important cities in that state recognized it. They sent us letters of commendation. Even the governor did that. We were the talk of the day in the Chamber of Commerce pretty much every day. And because I was the CEO of that company, I was the spokesman. And each time we got interviewed by business magazines, I explained how the technology gave us that power to actually go against the down economy and grow when our competitors were closing their doors. And as a result of that, as a side effect, personally, I got 162 employment offers.
That's so impressive, James. And I think we're getting a little bit echo there. So I want to say that, okay, so you had this success, bankruptcy's off the table, you've been recognized by mayors in the community as an incredibly successful business model. So tell us how that gets us to where we are today with Traffic Beast, because clearly you learned a lot of things all along the way. It sounds like this just gets better and better and better because of the nature of artificial intelligence, the way it works. You want to expand on that?
Yes. the offers of employment that I got, the 162, were a little too many for me to actually consider.
You think?
Yeah, you think?
So what I did is I quit my job, that was June 2010, and moved to Hawaii. That was my dream for a few years, to actually live here. And after a few months of vacation, in October 2010, I got my business license and sent 162 emails to all these companies that have seen me for about 4 or 5 years doing what I did with this company, and they all wanted me to do the same thing for them. And I sent an email that said, I am ready to work for you under 2 conditions. Number 1, I am not coming to your office. I live in Hawaii now, and that is where I am going to die. And number 2, I am not going to charge you what you offer me. I will only charge you so much, and that was what I told them. They all knew me, so I did expect a good responses, but the responses were better than what I expected. First week in business, and 100 of them did send me the payment. 2 weeks later,
did you say 100 people sent you payment? Is that correct?
100 companies, yes. Out of the 162, in 1 week, they sent me, 100 of them did send me the payment that I requested, and the other 62 did the same thing. I thought they were not going to do it, but they did. It took a couple of more weeks, though. But I don't even have a month in business, and I already have a big chunk of what the best employment offer or out of them offered me for the whole year of work. So I was extremely enthusiastic about what the future will produce. And along the way, with all these customers and the new ones that came after that, I have been learning new tricks of the trade, what the clients want, how they want me to approach the results. And of course, I have been, and still I am, improving the technology based not on what I think is best, but what my clients want to accomplish. At the end of the day, if they don't make money, I will lose them. They need to make money, and that is what I want to achieve all the time.
Wow, well, you know, you really, it feels like to me you have discovered lightning in a bottle. I mean, this is like, almost like magic, I think, and every person I've shared this, you know, this intelligence, this artificial intelligence, relevant, and I think that's the word we got to keep repeating. You know, there's a lot of traffic out there that is, you know, people sell traffic, and a lot of times it's not worth the money people invest in it because it's not relevant. But what you're doing here is not only is it relevant traffic, but it gets better and better and better because it gets smarter and smarter and smarter. So instead of you're simulating, if you will, Wikipedia and all that content, how does this bring us to today with Traffic Beast? Because you've taken all this, it seems like the longer you do this, the better it gets. It just keeps getting better and better. Can you talk a little bit about how you've taken your wisdom and experience and funneled it into the Traffic Beast situation that we have today?
Well, that wisdom is not from me. The wisdom is from the visitors themselves. Every visitor that comes to one of the units of service that I create for the clients actually teach the system new keywords, new phrases, so much that the system follows the market in real time. It learns from every visitor because when you have been doing something, for example, if you come to an Italian restaurant website and it happens to have the traffic generation system installed, and you have been looking for Italian recipes and everything related to that business, you bring that in your cache, in your hard drive. The system can learn from that and use that to produce new content. So as the season changes, as the market moves, the system follows that market in real time.
Can you do this for the stock market? Can you do this intelligence for the stock market? Because I'm just thinking about what you've put together here, and so it just keeps getting more and more intelligent based on what's currently happening. You're not even having to completely map that out and research it because it's being gathered in real time from all the visitors that come to a landing page, website, blog, squeeze page, whatever it is. And let's say I go and I want to lose weight, and I go to 10 different websites to do that, to learn information about eating raw, juicing. But I want to take a shake. I want a shake that would be easy to do a meal replacement. And all of a sudden, I've got all that information in my computer, you're saying, and your system is able to gather that and then make even more relevant traffic?
That is correct. In fact, this is not new either. That is what they talk about Big Brother, right? How can they spy on you? It's not an spy per se, but it's the learning ability that allows us to actually produce content based on what people actually want. And as a result, it's highly relevant. The content being generated is what people are looking for. And it varies season to season, month to month, day to day, because it is actually learning by the minute. Every visitor that comes teaches something to the system.
Well,
Hey, Faith, I just got to pop in here because, I mean, I'm not the smartest guy in the room here, but I can tell you from what James is saying and me dealing with him for a year now. Every time that we do a hangout, I learn something a little bit more important than last time, and I thought I was pretty smart by today. I was helping a couple people. They were looking for keyword research, and going to the most relevant way to do that is to go to Google Trends. Google Trends is telling us what people are looking for today. Well, what James is saying is that when the traffic beast is out there and people are coming, that bloody thing is learning what people are doing by the second.
Yeah, by the second.
That's freaking
this is unbelievable. I mean, really, truly unbelievable. So you've got all this power. I'm sorry, Patrick. Did you want to add to that?
No, go ahead. I'm like freaking out.
You're a genius grandpa after all. Now you gotta just you're getting smarter by the second. See, that's what's happening, Patrick. We're getting smarter by the second because we're hanging with James.
Amen to that.
Artificial intelligence guy. So going back to you, James. This is so brilliant, and I'm not a super techie person, but I am a good big picture person. I'm good at broad strokes. I'm very intuitive, and I'm telling you, in fact, I just have to do a quick little aside here. My husband is a photographer, and he has a big client. I won't say the name of the client, but they are a big client, multi-million-dollar client, and he has been doing photography for them, and I got so excited about this after I saw the hangout with Patrick and Dottie and yourself, James, that I said, Larry, you've got to talk to the person that oversees the web project. And I will say they are the largest diamond retailer in Canada, so it's pretty darn exciting. And when they spoke, when Patrick and those guys spoke to Rob, who oversees his web project, I think it caught their attention because you almost get it on an intuitive level that if you're talking about artificial intelligence that gets smarter by the second, it can read the trends that quick in real time that no one else does. I mean, there's nothing else like this in the world, if I understand correctly, James. And James, I understand, someone had thrown out the number to me, maybe it was Dottie, that there's only, what, 2,500 people that have had access to this technology that you've created in the whole planet. Is that true?
That is correct. When I started this as my business 3 years ago, I did expect that by this time I will already have some competition, but that hasn't happened. Of course, that makes me extremely happy that I don't have competition just yet, because there are smarter people out there, and I expected that by this time I will already have some competition. That hasn't happened yet, but eventually will, and because by no means so far what I am doing is unique in the sense that nobody else is doing it, but that doesn't mean someone else cannot do it, because in fact artificial intelligence itself is being used by different disciplines. Google and Bing uses it, NASA uses it, the medical field uses it. So I am just using something that someone else has actually invented. I just put it together in a way that I needed to save my company, and the same principle seems to apply to pretty much every company. Don't we all need traffic?
Well, you know, that's the thing that you said, they all need traffic. In today's economy especially, people are really, and in many cases, fighting for their lives.
The system can produce more benefit for the people that are interested in this system. And so far, he has been right in the sense that we are actually reaching better and better numbers. Every time we interact like this with them, we have more and more new clients. So much that Patrick and I are talking about I completely going back to the lab and let you, the real professionals, actually handle this, because what I know is just computers and dealing with cells and all that stuff. That is your expertise.
Well, you guys make a good team, you and Patrick and the rest of the people that are working behind the scenes. I want to just turn this over to Patrick, or if Patrick, you want to jump in. I think this is a great time to show an example of how this works and how exciting. And I think CyberWealth 7, we're going to show an example of that.
Look.
I know, I see it. It's awesome. And you're going to show some statistics. You're going to show
I just want to briefly jump in here.
I know you're going to show also the time frame that you guys...
I'm going to, but what I want to briefly show first here is what James is talking about, which is...
Patrick, are you having... We're having a little bit of a hard time hearing
what I want to share with you very briefly here is what James is talking about is the artificial intelligence... Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're cutting in and out, so
is that better?
Make sure,
Hello?
Yeah, I hear you for a moment. Just make sure you close down any windows you don't need.
Okay, well, I'll speak slowly. What I wanted to share was...
Very funny. Laurel, can you give us another 10, 15 minutes?
Okay.
Hey, thanks. Okay,
Interesting.
bye.
Everybody look over to the right.
Yeah, you're still cutting in and out, just so you know. I can say to everyone, obviously he's showing a web page. He's showing some keywords here on the right-hand side. What this artificial intelligence is generating, they start out with a basic keyword foundation, if you will, and because of the ability to gather cache and information on all the visitors, it's creating all these variables of keywords and keyword phrases, and you can see that all on the right-hand side of the screen. Can you speak now, Patrick?
So when you click on a keyword, it takes you back to the.
Still having some challenges there, Patrick.
I can add to the way those keywords are learned, because it's not just keywords. If you want to compete with your with other businesses in your same vertical, that produces a money problem, because as you can see, there are keywords, for example, where for one click you pay hundreds of dollars, but there are thousands and thousands of keyword combinations called phrases that nobody is competing with, and the system is able to generate all that combination, so people will find you, and as a result, you appear right on the first page under those terms, and because there are so many, it produces tremendous amount of traffic.
That is brilliant, and especially those keyword phrases that are underutilized. That's a gold mine in of itself. Patrick, are you how you doing there? We're still not hearing you. We see the screen.
So good.
You're cutting in and out.
Okay. So I have James explain it.
James, would you go ahead and explain the chart that's in front of us?
Absolutely. That shows the traffic that is the back office of every service for every client, and that shows what is happening in real time. And so much that somebody goes and see that, and then half an hour later, 1 hour later, the numbers have increased. There is a difference because it's showing what is happening. And first, it shows the total from the beginning of the service. Then it shows the traffic, the visits, the unique new visitors, and depending on different services, unique have a different meaning. Some unique reports tell you these are unique in the last 3 hours. This is unique today. This is unique in the last week. In this report, unique means exactly that. Once an IP address is shown in unique, it is never shown again. Not in 3 hours, not in 3 years, because it is showing actually the total brand new visitor, which is the number that I am more interested in. And the visitors and views show you the totals. Then the spiders, those are the search engines that identify themselves as such, and the feeds, which is another way to actually get content. Some search engines and people prefer feeds to see what is the new content that are being generated on each one of the services. And of course, the last line shows the total hits. A hit is everything that happens on a website. That is one page that is clicked through, that is one hit. When they move from one page to another, that is another hit. When they download a picture, that is another hit. And of course, the larger the number of hits per visitor, that means the more that visitor is reading. If a visitor is producing one hit, that means he came and left. Not too good for business. But if that visitor is going from one page to another, downloading your PDFs, reading your content, chances are you will probably sell something to them.
Wow, that's amazing. And the time frame for this one, this particular test with CyberWell 7, how long have you guys been working with this? Has it been a month or less?
It is already a month.
Okay. And so these numbers that we're seeing, is that reflective of what's happened in a month?
The interesting part, that is the first month. And although in the service promised 20,000 hits on the first month, we are already, I don't see the graph anymore, we are already very close to 1 million hits on the first month.
Oh my God, that's insane. In a good way. That's insane in a good way. You're saying you're close to a million hits in 30 days? You never hear of that. Anyway, at least I haven't. Well, so bottom line, relevant traffic coming to your site, blog, or landing page. And what do you say in terms of time frame? The longer the people that use this, the better it gets. And so now if you're looking at 1 million hits in 30 days, where could it be in a year? You have a big client that you've been working with for how long? And I thought I heard a number on one of the Hangouts that client was having 10 million hits a month. Can you tell us a little bit more about that story?
Yes, as the system keeps on learning new phrases, because there are so many words or keywords, right? Phrases, on the other hand, is practically unlimited. You can add and add, and if somebody is searching for that phrase, you will pop out in the first position, even if your ranking is not high enough just yet.
So go ahead.
So as more visitors come and the market is moving, the system follows that, and as a result, the new combinations for the phrases varies and creates newer and newer content. It produces, of course, the content that the search engines are going to show to the people searching. As a result, you do get the traffic. And even if your business is not that good, even if you are learning how to handle your business, and you even alienate some of those visitors because they keep on coming and coming in greater numbers, you always have the opportunity to correct and improve your service. And if you are a good, reasonable person who want to give a better service to all those viewers, there is no way you will not make money with this system.
So I have a question here. If someone has, say, a mediocre landing page, or they haven't totally have a clear call to action or concise message, but because this traffic just gets better and better and better, and more of it keeps coming, they can then go back in and make that landing page better, and now even get more from the traffic that they're receiving, is what you're saying?
Yes, some people will get in touch with the business owner, send an email and say, your page sucks. I don't want to buy from you for this or this other reason. Those are the best friends for the clients. Why? Because they are telling them what they are doing wrong. And if, although it can be painful, and some of them can take it personally, they should correct based on that criticism, because that will lead their business to improve, give the clients what they want, and of course, make the sales, make the money.
Wow, that is brilliant. So you can almost not screw up here. I love that. I love it. As close to idiot-proof as you can get. Patrick?
Yeah, I say almost not screw up, right?
Almost. Yeah, we never. Almost. We always have to qualify, right? Well, Patrick, I know we have some people. James, wonderful job, by the way, just wonderful job. I understand we have some people that are excited about Traffic Beast. Should we get a couple of those people on and have them share their story? I have a friend, Laurel, that called me. She can't actually be on the Hangout tonight, but we thought if we could do the audio piece next to the speaker, but we'll see if that works. But if you've got a couple of guests there, Patrick, why don't we get them on the Hangout right now?
We'll see if they can pop on. We're having a couple technical challenges here because I'm having a storm, so I do apologize for that. But yeah, try to see if Laurel can pop on while I
okay, and that's because you live in Maryland.
yeah.
Okay, let's see if I can get a hold of her.
It's undisclosed. I live in an undisclosed place.
Oh, that's right. He lives in undisclosed. We were lying about that. That's not. Okay. Okay, let's see here. I'm going to call her now.
Okay.
We're calling Laurel. If you're watching this Hangout from your iPhone.
Well, while you're waiting to get Laurel, I just want to introduce Brian, a friend of mine.
I have her now, Patrick.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, I'm going to put you, Laurel, I'm going to put you on speaker here. Hold on. Okay, and I don't know if it, this is definitely low-tech, high-tech. Okay, I don't even know where the mic is on a Mac. Isn't that sad? I've been using Macs for years. But we'll just hold it right here. Laurel, you just heard about this within the last week or so. You're a real estate agent, an extraordinary entrepreneur, also looking at creating your own network marketing company, as if you don't have enough hours in a day, right? Why don't you share with all of us, and you'll have to speak up, so just be sure we it's okay if you scream across this, just so they can hear. Share why you're so excited about the potential of what Traffic Beast and artificial intelligent traffic can do for you.
Well, first, I just want to, if you can you hear me?
Can you guys hear Laurel?
Yeah.
Go for it, Laurel.
Good. I'll talk fast.
We don't have to talk fast, just talk loud.
Loud. I just want to first thank you, Faith, for being so committed to everyone's success. And for me personally, you have been a true blessing, just leading and guiding me and connecting me to so many people. I really want to thank you and honor you for that. So
thank you.
Thank you very much. I did learn about this a week ago. I was on a brief conference call, and I learned about the AI system, and I was so excited to learn that. We have something that's only available, as I understand it, to 2,500 people worldwide. So when I heard about it, I was all in with the co-op. But during that call, I got to thinking, I wonder if this will help me with my real estate business. And I was really blessed to be able to talk with Patrick and learn what the system can really do. So I'm planning on using it for real estate as well as to connect. And when I talk to Patrick, I understand that it's going to take some time, but with this intelligent system, it's going to drive massive traffic to my real estate website, which will make me the most popular girl in Phoenix.
Yay!
For real estate, anyway.
Hey, and then when you launch your network marketing company, you can use it for that too.
Well, absolutely. I was like real estate first, and then that's exactly what I was thinking. So I was so happy to be connected with them, and I haven't heard of anything like this before. So I just saw this as a huge opportunity and a blessing, and I don't have stuff on opportunities or blessings. So anyway, I just want to thank you so much for sharing it with me. I think it is valuable beyond words.
All right. Well, we thank you. We thank you, Laurel, a lot. We really do. We appreciate it.
Yeah, we really do. Thank you so much, and thank you for at the last minute here getting on a hangout via a phone.
No problem. I'm happy.
Oh,
Part of it.
thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, I'm going to go ahead and let you go, and you can view the hangout, of course. And you have a wonderful evening, Laurel. Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Okay. And then the other, I invited a friend of mine, Brian, to watch last week, and he was, in there making some comments on the comment section, and so I thought I'd just ask Brian to come in. He's been in the business for a long time, SEO, and just give a brief 1 or 2 minute assessment, Brian, of what your thoughts are.
Well, I was really blessed to have the opportunity to, I didn't get a chance to actually talk to James, but having the opportunity to have access to such a powerful tool that we can focus directly on whatever target audience that we want and push traffic so focused and so effectively to help convert pages, and that's what it's all about right now. Traffic times conversion equals profits, and for many of us, traffic is becoming a difficult situation that in most cases you have to pay for. So this is a much more effective approach. So I just want to hats off to James and all the team for making this possible.
All right. Thanks a lot, Brian. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Take care.
All right, buddy. See ya.
Bye for now.
So bottom line is, we have only so many spots available. They're going very quickly. We set a couple spots aside for PLS, and as you see, Laurel and some of the others want to expand beyond what we've done. So we really don't have that many spots available left at this moment. So at the end of this, you can hit the button. There's two ways to join. One is with the full co-op, which is $499. The other one is for a partial co-op within your subset of PLS or maybe 2Connect, if that's what you're wanting to promote as well. And hit that button. And even if you're not at this time able to do that, fill a survey out anyway, because I'm going to provide everybody with a free tool that I just created for YouTube, and I'm having serious trouble. I may not even be able to show it, but it scrapes content from YouTube videos, so you don't really have to think about what to write all the time. I'm going to try this in a second as Faith closes. But if you do pick up the, it's a $99 tool. If you do pick up either the co-op for $149 or $499, we're going to provide that to you for free. And as Laura was saying, and others, it's not only just about that. I was on the phone for hours today, speaking with people, helping them about their business, and we're all about helping. It's not just about participating and then you don't hear from us again. We're committed. This is something that I'm passionate about. I build tools like James does, so he and I are able to communicate intelligently on what we're trying to accomplish, and I'm just very excited to have met him and the opportunity to share this with you. And Faith, I know that you're excited, your husband's excited, the things that we are bringing to the table for people, it really is a blessing.
It truly is, and I can literally think of hundreds of people that can use this. I want to just remind people that are taking action with the co-op that please get back to Patrick with your filled out application, and you want to communicate. This is ongoing. This is not a sprint. This is a marathon. Right. It's going to get better and better and better, and we want to communicate. So don't just spend your money. Spend your money and communicate. Make sure you get that application filled out. Make sure you get back to Patrick in an expedited manner, because we want you to have the best experience ever, which means your bottom line of your business. I've got some notes here that, Dottie doesn't leave anything to chance. He said, say this. So I'm going to read this because, no one can really replace the famous Dottie Berry. So I'm just a substitute teacher tonight.
You're doing a wonderful job at it, too.
What was that?
You're doing a wonderful job.
Well, thank you, Patrick, very much. Don't forget that when you sign up, you get your free YouTube auto SEO WordPress plugin that yours truly, Mr. Patrick Tuttle, created. And it's wonderful. It's going to save you tons of time. It's going to make you more relevant, better for traffic. Your service agreement for Traffic Bees Co-op, which must also be accepted. And they're going to be following up with you personally. So you're going to get a personal call from Dottie and Patrick and the team. I mean, where else can you not only, I've purchased traffic before, but no one followed up with me, quite frankly. Actually, it's called take the money and run, but we don't do that here. We really, really care about your success, and so be sure to communicate because you got to love your business as much as we want you to be successful in it. I want to thank everyone tonight. Be sure to pass this recording of this hangout to your business colleague and friends that are in business because this could be the thing that changes their life forever. Patrick, any parting thoughts here?
Yeah, systems are not allowing me to share the YouTube tool, but there is a quick video on nicheduplicator.com. That's our site, and under the pricing section, there's a drop-down for the plugin. You can go see it in action there. I apologize for right now, but seriously, we are communicating with everybody every day. If you haven't sent us your agreements or your keywords, please do so we can get James extremely busy this week.
I love it. Thank you, James. Thank you, Patrick. Thanks for having me on. And let's do it. Let's go Traffic Beast, baby.
Baby, you're right. And you did a wonderful job, and I thank you for it. Thank you very much, Faith, for stepping in for Dottie. They're definitely hard shoes to fill, but you did an awesome job.
Thank you.
All right, thanks. James, thank you, buddy. Appreciate you. Talk to you.
Thank you, James.
Thank you to all of you.